Hi and welcome back to The Class Must Go On. This week we're diving into Commedia Dell'arte, a form of Italian comedy that started in the 1500s. We'll talk to Professor Lesley-Ann Timlick about how she's transitioned this training that relies so heavily on movement to remote learning. Along with that, Dayron, one of her students, will give us a look at how he's been working on his character mask from home. So let's start off with you explaining what Commedia dell'arte is.
It was a very rough form of theater. They would perform it on little sort of wooden platforms in marketplaces and things like that. They wore these masks that were big, and they had these little comic bits that they would do that were often famous. We see them today. And it very much, I guess if we're trying to correlate it for today's time period, it would be very much a lot like what we do in Saturday Night Live, or what's that comedy show, What's My Line, that kind of thing.
And why do you think this training is so important for our students at our department?
Well, I think it's important for any actor in training. It allows the actor to become very, very clear and articulate with their body. So they put this mask on, and this mask forces them to make very large choices. And I think it frees the actor to make these big choices, and it makes them very spontaneous. The minute I put on the mask, boom, I make a choice. And that is, to be, for an actor to be able to do that, that's golden.
Hello, my name is Dayron Leon. I'm going to be doing some mask work. So at first, I'm just going to start off by analyzing the mask, just kind of the first impressions I get from it. His name is Dogetio Zany. And so from class I have that he's weighed down, slow, sad, might fall asleep. I also have that very tight, like gestures are closer to the body rather than big and wide. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera and just kind of play with it, see how it wants to move, and I'll see what I come up with.
Since this work is so physical, how do you find you've transitioned your class to like remote learning, like how we're doing now?
Well, I'm not going to say it's easy. I think we're using, actors filming themselves in their own homes. And then we as a class are using Zoom to watch the little scenarios that they've created. I give the actors an assignment, and then they use their mask and create it, and then the class and myself give them feedback. And that's working. I think the tough part for the students, and you can back me up on that, is most of us don't have homes with wide open physical spaces. And so sometimes the scale of the physical work has to be sized down a lot. We're doing what we can, but we're making it work.
How have you seen the students adjust?
I think, the first week or so was figuring out how to make it work. And I felt that there was a lot of melancholy and sadness the first week. But now I feel like people are going, okay, we got to make this work. And you know what? We're theater people. And I think the great thing about theater people is we improvise stuff, and we always find ways of making things work. That's what these masks do. We improvise in these masks, and we're improvising and making the best out of a very difficult situation. And I'm blessed to have wonderful students who are giving over to the work.
Thanks to the drive and encouragement we're all giving one another, there is no doubt that we'll get through this together. We'll see you next time.